today's society, media has become a very big part of people's lives. On average, adolescents watch 3 to 4 hours of television per day, which means they are exposed to a lot of different media. There have been studies on how media has an effect on the human behavior. Social media has become a big part of people's lives as technology has grown. There is a great portion of many people's days that is filled with media, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, television, or movies. Technology has grown so much over the years and has become available to almost everybody. Celebrities often abdicate for unhealthy behaviors, such as drug use and/or casual sex, sometimes even without realizing it. When celebrities advocate for these unhealthy behaviors, it starts to be viewed as a common behavior. In modern society, children observe and learn from the media, even when fictional. A child is more likely to replicate and learn from the character they see on the screen when they identify with their personality traits. The more common the behavior is seen, the more people are willing to participate in these behaviors. Young people are drawn to novel experiences on television, such as drugs, alcohol, and sexual behaviors. These behaviors are viewed as exciting and oftentimes rewarding to some people. Media often portrays distorted body images and many risky behaviors as positive behaviors, without talking about the risk. Therefore, when individuals observe these behaviors, they are more likely to imitate the behavior. Media portray the perfect body type as a body shape that is almost impossible to achieve in a healthy way. Because of the way that media portrays the perfect body type, there is an actual ideal weight discrepancy. The difference between the actual weight of an individual and the ideal weight of an individual is the actual ideal weight discrepancy. The actual weight is the weight of an individual at that point in time. The ideal weight is the weight that an individual wishes they could be and acquire. This can lead to body dissatisfaction because sometimes the ideal weight is unattainable. It is reported that more than half of men and 2/3 of women are not satisfied with their bodies, which is also known as body dissatisfaction. This body dissatisfaction is related to the discrepancy between actual and ideal body weight. Individuals start socially comparing themselves to others as young as 6 and 7 years old. Children at this young age begin to demonstrate body dissatisfaction. When children start evaluating themselves versus other people, they start to have an increase in body dissatisfaction. They develop the desire to become thinner and more muscular because of the people they are observing, whether it be in school, on social media, or on the television. These issues sometimes lead to negative eating attitudes, concern with muscle mass, and lower self-esteem. It is found that girls are more impacted and concerned with weight-related comparisons, and boys are more interested in muscle comparisons. Media resources, such as television, Instagram, and Twitter, are the main reinforcements regarding the societal beauty ideal. This is where celebrities post their diet habits and workout plans. It has been found that girls who watch a lot of television are more likely to misperceive their body as being overweight, which leads to depression and anxiety. Many people try to achieve certain body types that their favorite celebrity has. However, the majority of these women who individuals idolize through media are too thin and have a body mass index that would be equivalent to the criteria for anorexia. Through media, women see the ideal weight as an unhealthy version of slim. They imitate the women they see on the media and become more motivated to engage in dieting behaviors that are extreme and unhealthy to try to meet this ideal weight. This look is seen as normal to fans of celebrities and therefore a sought-after look. Since this look is almost impossible to attain healthily, it causes high levels of body dissatisfaction. As society idolizes celebrities and follows their behaviors, it allows individuals to encourage behavioral change through social learning theory. Those who perceive the media as a good source of information regarding their appearance have more disordered eating symptoms. Magazines are a major source of diet and nutrition-related information. It is found that 1/3 of health-related articles pertain to diets with emphasis on weight loss. The majority of these articles are supported and backed by a celebrity. The magazine knows that people will imitate their favorite celebrities to try to achieve the perfect body shape. However, these magazine articles are not always the most accurate information. Even if they were accurate, they are not right for everyone. Exposure to magazines with weight-related articles is associated with more long-term damaging effects. These effects range from body dissatisfaction, harmful eating habits, and unhealthy weight loss solutions. There has been a rise in social media trends, and adolescents are getting social media accounts at young ages. Today, popularity is based on how many likes somebody can get on their Instagram photo, how many followers they can get on their Twitter account, and how many views they can get on their Snapchat story pictures. With a rise in the amount of media that adolescents are exposed to, researchers have begun to look at the role that sexual behaviors on media have on adolescents. It has become apparent that the amount of sexual content being displayed on the media is more prevalent in today's media and often shows risky sexual behaviors. It is known that when adolescents observe these pictures on social media or watch television shows where celebrities are presenting themselves in a sexy self-presentation or showing sexual behaviors, the adolescents are going to want to imitate these actions. Sexy self-presentation involves posting sexually suggestive pictures of oneself on a social network site. These sexually suggestive pictures could include sexy clothing and sexy poses. It is assumed by adolescents that if they have a sexy self-presentation in pictures, then they will be popular and seen as attractive. While adolescents posting these pictures may see this as a way to get popular and be seen as attractive, these pictures can be interpreted as the individual being sexually available. Some people who are looking at the pictures online may interpret these as the adolescents willing to engage in sexual behavior. While this may not be the intent of the individual, it may be perceived this way. When the adolescents are exposed to sexy self-presentation of others on social network sites, this could be celebrity pictures or peer pictures, it may result in more favorable prototypes of a peer engaging in casual sex. It has been found that some of these sexual behaviors may be sought out and or first introduced through media. Over the past few years, family dramas have begun to lose their popularity to reality television programs because people are more drawn to the novel behaviors shown on reality television. Reality television is supposed to portray unscripted, ordinary people in real-life situations. This makes reality television easier for adolescents to identify with the characters and compare the shows to their own lives. A study showed that when adolescents are exposed to sexual behaviors on television, then they are more likely to think that this is an accurate depiction of the behavior they should be showing, especially when they are exposed to a lot of reality television. College students who watched reality television shows with sexual relationships involved were associated with increased one-night stands. There is also an increase in positive attitudes of sexual permissiveness when college students have positive attitudes with reality television. When sexual behaviors are shown in reality television, it increases the willingness to engage in casual sex. Studies show that sexual responsibility and the risks that are involved with sexual activity is rarely addressed in any of the television shows. There was a study done on the sexual behaviors on the television show Jersey Shore and the effects that the behaviors on the show have on human behavior. While studying the television show, researchers found that the most frequently discussed sexual behavior is sex, and the most frequently seen sexual behavior is sexually suggestive dancing. The Jersey Shore has received the highest number of viewers for an MTV episode, and the average viewer is between the ages of 12 and 34 years old. The goal of this study was to find out what adolescents were learning from the show, and if they would imitate the behavior shown and discussed. The excessive amount of sexual behaviors that are discussed provide ample opportunity for adolescents to view and model explicit sexual behavior. There is also concern for how the cast members, male and female, communicate about sex. Oftentimes, the discussion is very dehumanizing of women, lacking communication about responsibility, lacking communication about safe sex practices, and talk of the casualness of sexual behavior. The researchers found that viewers are more likely to model visual and verbal representations of the behavior exhibited on the Jersey Shore, and it is no different for other reality television shows. Media is very prevalent in today's society, and in the media, there's a lot of unhealthy behaviors being portrayed. Children are watching more television than ever and being exposed to more media than ever, which opens up a lot of opportunity for them to witness these novel behaviors. These novel behaviors are being modeled and imitated by these individuals and adolescents. Because there has been a rise in the popularity of unhealthy and risky behaviors that are being shown on the television, researchers have been researching the effect that these behaviors have on the viewers. The results of many studies have shown that individuals are participating in unhealthy weight loss methods, sexual activities, sexual presentation in pictures, and more. While there is an increase in these novel behaviors in the media, such as television shows, social media, and magazines, there is also an increase in viewers because the youth are drawn to novel behaviors. There is very minimal talk or warning about the risk involved with these unhealthy behaviors being shown in the media. When individuals see these novel behaviors portrayed with no negative consequences, they think that this behavior is normal. Individuals are participating in more unhealthy behavior because of the novel behavior that they are observing in the media with little to no talk of risk involved.